On to you, Taurus. So you have Four of Wands, the Death card, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Hermit, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Temperance, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so for you, Taurus, I definitely see that you, Taurus, have had a brand new reshaping of how it is that you perceive modern day relationships. How you perceive it is not the same way that you used to. The Four of Wands represents the way that you used to perceive it. You used to think that a relationship would be romantic and it's cute, it's cuddly, right? And there's a lot of love to go around. Yeah, the Death card, that's been put to sleep. A lot of you, Taurus, are in a situation where you realize now that that type of stuff is really for the young, right? And even then, there's no guarantee because it's starting to go away even for the young, where when you're young, you get to have that kind of scenario where it's a pure kind of love because a lot of you don't really have responsibilities like that. All it is that you know to do is to go to school, get good grades, and figure it out along the way. But the Knight of Wands is about the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords is about you, Taurus, understanding, right? And the Death card represents Scorpio, which is the opposite zodiac sign. So very much so, a deeper, more well-rounded understanding of what it is that we call love in the first place. The Knight of Wands, right, and the Seven of Swords really does speak to there needs to be you, Taurus, understanding love from a better perspective. Because what I'm seeing here is that maybe some of you, Taurus, was thinking that love was this fairy tale and that it turned out not to be. You have a lot of people who would try to do everything they can, go out of their own way to make sure that they get over and break the hearts of the people that trusted them in the first place, and then now act like they don't have enemies or they shouldn't have people that don't like them, you know. So the Hermit now is about how, so as a result, you, Taurus, understand that what you've got going on is very much so about learning how to stay to yourself, because a lot of you, Taurus, are realizing that when you spread yourself thin too much, right? Trying to get to know too many people at once, or you know too many people, right? The point that I'm trying to make here is there's a need to be more selective, because I'm seeing how a lot of you, Taurus, start to see that the selection process that you have, it needs a little bit of a work. It needs a little bit of work. You need to make sure that people have less access to you other than more, right? And one of the best ways for you to make sure, right, is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups represents you, Taurus, may have some chinks in the armor, so to speak. And what I mean by that is you, Taurus, may tend to overshare, right? Because you like the person. So as you're dating someone, make sure that it's not casual by not telling them everything, not letting them privy to everything that you know or everything that you want to do. So you really want to make sure that as a result of that, you really make sure that you watch the things that you listen to what they say and watch what they do. And the Ace of Wands represents that should be able to tell you if a person is more trustworthy than the average person. Because you, like I said, the Three of Cups, you may have been oversharing, right? You may have been oversharing. You may have been in a situation where you were just saying to them just a little bit too much. And that could have been the problem, right? Because those people didn't necessarily have your best interest in mind. So, you know, they were around you to get something out of you and to cause problems. But the Temperance represents now your wisdom has been kicked into overdrive, because A lot of you Taurus are not going to repeat the same mistakes that you made before. You're not going to overshare, because the temperance represents wisdom. So you're not going to overshare. You're not going to say too much, right? You're not going to do too much. If you see, again, the Two of Cups, if a person cannot contribute, then that's a problem, because why are they not able to contribute? Is there something up, right? Do they not have money? Are they lying or trying to put on a front? You know, and the Page of Cups represents, and this is why it is that you needed to go through this, because in the past you were far too, not saying that you were easily trusting, right? Because Taurus for sure does not trust easily, because Taurus is the type of zodiac sign, y'all are the type of zodiac sign that will sit back for some time and don't even necessarily tell the person that you like them or you don't like them, but just will keep that internally, you know, locked up, locked away. But I will say this though, a lot more of you Taurus are being very much so secretive, even more than usual, in the sense that whatever it is that you've got going on as far as financially, love-wise, right? Even when you're getting to know the person, you're not really going to tell the person what's up. You Taurus are very much so going to sit back and wait before you tell them that you like them. Sit back and wait before, you know, you start to do any kind of big gestures. You're going to start small, right? Something simple, and then you're going to build up to it. And doing something big is going to come few and far in between. Not so few to the point where you don't do anything special, but not so much to the point where the person expects this out of you all the time. So, and the Page of Cups represents you needed to go through this in the first place for you to really begin to understand that, yeah, a lot of people will do this type of nonsense. So let's clarify the temperance. All right, let's clarify the temperance. So to clarify the temperance, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, then you have the Five of Pentacles, and then you have the King of Swords, right? So for you, Taurus, right, the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords is that you want to make sure that whatever amount of energy and effort you put into this, you want to make sure that you don't just give everything all at once, because then you'll have nothing, or you'll have little effort and energy for yourself, because you would have put in so much effort into the other person. You didn't stop to actually think about yourselves. And the Seven of Swords represent, and also, right, a little bit by a little bit, just to make sure that the person is not in it for the money or the attention or the physical attraction, right? And the Five of Pentacles, right, is about when you start doing this, you'll be able to see faster who's a person that is wasting your time, right? Because they will get impatient after a while. They'll start to be like, okay, let's just, you know what I mean? They'll really start to get impatient. They'll get angry, and you'll be asking yourself, why is it that this person is angry that I am not spending buku dollars on them or doing this? And if that's the only thing that they're concentrating on, and they don't offer anything, any kind of value to you back, then that's a problem. Because the King of Swords now is about how, and because they think that that's what a relationship is, and that's how a relationship is supposed to be, right? Because they don't have the heart to tell you that they apologize. So they're in a situation where even if you try to explain it to them, what was the importance of it, they still wouldn't understand, right? So a lot of you Taurus really do have to guard your heart, not too much, but you have to guard it well enough. You have to know what to do. And I just told you, right? I just suggested to you what you should be doing. You Taurus should be giving a little bit less, not so much, because Taurus, y'all are one of the zodiac signs that can splurge. Taurus, Leo, Libra, right? Y'all are the zodiac signs that can splurge, that can end up spending a lot on a particular person or just in general, because you like something and you want to have the pleasures of it, right? So you want to make sure that when it comes time now to get to know other people, you're not just splurging on the person, even if you like them, because you want to make sure that the person is long lasting, that this is long term, as opposed to something short, you know? So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. That's it. Peace.